Hi guys, all right, we're now going to talk about the battery display monitor. This is really important. So as you see right now, we're at 100% full and we've got a huge bank of batteries beneath the schoolie, and right now how it's getting its power is because I'm plugged into shore power. And you can see here, even though I've got a few things on inside the vehicle, this positive means it's putting in more power into the batteries than I'm taking out. But if I start putting on more devices like hot water, for example, that's a big one, then that will go to a negative. And if it stays on negative for too long, then the battery will reduce, and it could, if it goes below 50%, you definitely don't want to do that, because you're running risk of having a fire hazard or other things, and it's just really bad for the batteries for them to go too low. Okay, so that's super important on this battery monitor. 100%, you always want to try and get it as much as 100% as possible. If you're taking out less power than you're putting in, that's okay in the short term. But over the long term, and when I say over the long term, I'm talking probably 12 hours or more, you do not want it to go on negative for that long, because you'll start depleting the reserves there. All right, so that's the meter. Next, this is the black tank display. So if I press this button, that will tell you, saw the needle moved a little bit, but not much. That tells you how full the black tank is. The size of the black tank is 27 gallons. And that black tank is purely toilet. Whatever goes down the toilet is in the black tank. Okay, now we're approaching some colder weather, and the worst thing you want to do is have anything that has liquid or water in it to freeze. So you have a heater up here, and I advise that to put up, it takes a long time to warm up. So if you're expecting cold weather, put it on about 6 hours before you anticipate those temperatures to drop below freezing. Okay, and that will keep it from freezing up. Next, we have the gray tank. Now your gray tank is 30 gallons, okay? And again, I moved it a little bit. Now what the gray tank is when you have water in your fresh tank, or also water from a hard connection like at your campsite, it's gonna go down the drain, okay? And when it goes down the drain, unless you have your drain valves open, which I showed you in an earlier valve, it's going to collect in the gray tank. And think what gray tank is essentially your shower and your sink. That's the water that goes in your gray tank. And again, if it's going to get cold, press the heater button, and that will stop it from going freezing up for you. I'm just going to turn these off. All right, this is your fresh water. Your freshwater tank is 50 gallons, okay? Right now it's about an eighth full, okay? So an eighth of 50 gallons. If you've got quick math, that's how many gallons are in there right now. And what this will do via the pump, if you're boondocking, it will push water to your sink, your toilet, and your shower, okay? And again, if it goes below freezing, you got the heater button there. I'm going to turn it off. Okay, so those are your meters and a quick explanation over your black and your gray tanks.